Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Mayor's Gala, the COVID edition. I can tell because everyone's still got their mask on, and that's pretty cool. Hey, listen, my name is Brian Salmon. This is Katie, and this is Katie and Brian from the Giant FM Morning Show with you. Thank you very much. That's all we were looking for. Good night. We just came for the applause, and that was it. I guess I want to welcome everybody here. It is nice to be at an event. Isn't it nice to be at an event again? I mean, it just kind of feels like things are slowly but surely starting to get back to normal. So it's good to see everybody here. The big reminder was food, I believe, right now, wasn't it, Katie?
Yeah, food's ready. Go eat. Go grab it. It's delicious. I already had a few bites.
That's right. It always happens. A few bites, and then they go, get up there and do your thing. So
might still be in my teeth. I don't know.
We are more than happy to be here this evening, and we want to thank the weather gods for cooperating. It always seems whenever there's an event here at the Civic Square, that's always cool, that we always get it. By the way, just sort of curious, does anybody like this setup? Wouldn't you love to see like maybe a permanent kind of restaurant, a little bistro in this area? I'm thinking, Frank, when you're done with being the mayor, this is going to be your new gig, okay? This is going to be your new gig. Get a restaurant going here.
Just a little note that tonight's COVID-19 protocols are printed on your tables for reference if you want to check those out.
Yeah, you always got to make sure of that. We have a lot of people who we want to recognize, and we want to thank 4500 Taxi for being here because they're offering free rides home to anyone tonight who is attending.
If you need so.
I know. I think all the musicians have already signed up, by the way, for that. I really do. And the event is supporting two fantastic organizations as well, Katie.
Amazing organizations, Education Foundation of Niagara and Niagara Nutrition Partners, who will both be up later tonight to tell you all of the great work they are doing with the community.
All right, and before we bring on our first band, we just want to tell you to make sure you stick around for the end of the night because there is some winning to be done.
Yes, there will be a draw later on tonight. We'll be pulling some names, some fantastic prizes to be won.
All right, so let's stick around for that. Now, let's bring on our first musical performance. I absolutely love these two. They have come into the radio station on numerous times, sat down, and done a great added to the morning show many, many times. The Mandevilles. If you haven't seen the Mandevilles perform in Niagara or maybe around the world, you're missing something. They're an outstanding band. And we have Nick and Serena from the Mandevilles who are going to perform tonight. And this band is so good. They've opened up for the likes of Joan Jett, Hart, and countless others. So we are honored to have the two of them here from the Mandevilles. Give it up for Nick and Serena.
Hey, thank you guys.
Give me something I can break.
was in our ways. I was in our ways. Kind of empty that fills me, and loneliness goes on and 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 on. I was in our ways. I was in our ways. I was in our ways. Yeah. Thank you very much. This is a song called Turn a Blind Eye. That was a song called Wasn't Always previously, but here we go. Red Star, 20 miles ahead, running as fast as I can. I'm so tired of this dead-end road, but there ain't no stopping now. Oh, 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 feeling like a misfit. Oh, oh, I've been kicked around. How can you know when the landslide's coming to bury your mountainside? Where do you go when the cold wind's blowing the middle of July? Yeah, maybe I'll let it move right through me. Maybe I'll turn a blind eye. Your voice stays under my skin. I try, but I can't shake these broken smiles, gypsy miles, bruises you can't see. Oh, 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 feeling like a misfit. Oh, oh, I've been kicked around here. How can you know when the landslide's coming to bury your mountainside? Where do you go when the cold wind's blowing the middle of July? Yeah, maybe I'll let it move right through me. Maybe I'll turn a blind eye. Misfit. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, oh, feeling like a misfit. Oh, oh, I've been kicked around. Yeah. How can you know when a landslide's coming to bury your mountainside? Where do you go when the cold wind's blowing the middle of July? Yeah, maybe I'll let it move right through me. Maybe I'll turn a blind eye. Maybe I'll let turn a blind eye. Nick Lessick on the guitar. Thanks, guys. So as Brian was saying, we're in a band called the Mandevilles. Obviously, there's just two of us here tonight, but I'm from Welland. I'm really excited to be here. This is a really amazing event. It's beautiful, and we're just happy to be asked by all you lovely people to be here. This is a song called Moon Cry Water. It's going to be our next single. Where do you hide? Where do you hide? When I turn the light on, am I the one when you succumb to the reasons of the night? What do you see? Why don't you see what you doing to me? Do you care anymore? You're too far gone. Moon cry water on the ground. Smiling faces all around you now. Moon cry water on the ground. Who's gonna take my place when you come down? It's in your eyes, your raptured eyes. Time is stolen, tangled up and traded in, but I keep holding on. Do you remember silver ties? Now I'm scaring myself. Do you care anymore? You're too far gone. Moon cry water on the ground. Smiling faces all around you now. Moon cry water on the ground. Who's gonna take my place when you come down? Raining from blue skies, tearing me apart. Waiting don't feel right. I'm already gone. Moon cry water on the ground. Smiling faces all around you now. Moon cry water on the ground, all around it. Who's gonna take my place? Who's gonna take my place? Who's gonna take my place when you come down? Thank you very much, guys.
Huge thank you to Nick and Serena. Oh my God, your voice is incredible. I'd like to bring up Mayor Frank Campion at this time for the official land recognition.
Everybody's always taller than I am. There, that's better. Well, everyone, I would just like to start the proceedings here with the land acknowledgement. So we're on the lands of the Anishinaabe and the Haudenosaunee under the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement. It's a significant statement. We're not the first people here. There were many here before us, and they prepared the land and protected our lands for us. So we have a great deal of gratitude for them sharing these lands with us. I think Dan McLean is here somewhere. Oh, jeez. I found him. So Dan is going to put on a little ceremony, do a little ceremony for us to get us prepared for this evening's entertainment. So he's going to do a smudge for us, and so come on up, Dan, and thank you very much for doing this for us.
Miigwech, Mayor Campion.
Sorry, did I say Dan? It's Rick.
It's all good. So what a beautiful evening, and I'm very grateful that the mayor and the city of Welland recognize the territory that they're on. And so the ceremony that I'm going to do is a smudge ceremony, and what we do is we believe that gratitude, giving thanks, is actually the beginning of everything. And so you guys are doing some pretty powerful stuff. You're putting your money where your mouth is. You're coming out. You're supporting two really important initiatives here in Niagara and in Welland. So that's fantastic. So I'm grateful for that. But we want to give some more thanks. So I've got my abalone shell, and in here I've got a little bit of sage. And what I've been taught to do is to light this. And what it does is it gives off this beautiful perfume, this beautiful incense that carries our prayers up to the Creator. And I'm going to use this eagle feather that one of my first elders gave me, Lila Briere, to be able to move that smudge around. So this is a shortened form of the Thanksgiving that we might do. So we bring our hearts and minds together as one and give thanks to our Mother, the Earth. Everything comes from her and everything returns to her. Even the things that are up here that are out of metal and are out of plastic, they came from our Mother, the Earth. So she's a very generous mother. And you know, when we spend our time and think about that, just how much we get from her. So we're thankful. And we want to apologize to her for not taking good care of her and the pollution and the things like that that happen. All of us want to do a better job of taking care of her. And we bring our hearts and minds together as one and give thanks for those creatures that work in Mother Earth. You know, those worms and those cicadas and all of them, turning all of those things back into good soil so that the plants can grow. You know, and we don't think about them, but what would life be without them? We wouldn't have that good soil. And we bring our hearts and minds together as one and give thanks for all the waters. You know, in Welland, I always love this city because all the waters that go through it, right? And there's no life without water. There's no life without our Mother, the Earth, and there's no life without water. So we're very grateful for those bodies of water. We bring our hearts and minds together as one, and we give thanks for all the creatures that work in the water, all the way from the tiny little microscopic zooplankton, all the way up to the perch, to the pickerel that eat them. And we give thanks that some of those animals give their lives so that we can eat. And sometimes at dinner we have them, and we have to remember that they gave their lives for us. So we're grateful. We bring our hearts and minds together as one and give thanks for the plant people, all of these plants. And some of you might have had some salad tonight with this lovely meal and things like that. Those plants give their lives. But you know, they do a lot of other things too, right? A lot of us have medicines that we're on, and all those medicines came from those plants. And the fibers that we have, you know, if we're wearing cotton or anything else like that, think about how much our life is better because of those plants, right? We bring our hearts and minds together as one, and we give thanks for the four-leggeds. All of them, they're our teachers. I think of my dogs back home, And they teach me a lot of things every morning. And every animal does, you know. And some of them give our lives so that we can eat. So if we have that steak, if we have that lamb, if we those things, animals gave their lives so that we could eat. And so we need to be very grateful that they do that. And if we have a leather coat, then they gave their lives to cover us. It's a beautiful thing, and we need to be grateful. We bring our hearts and minds together as one and give thanks for the tree nations. And I love this space that has the trees, you know. They're among my favorites. And think about it. You know, they're the bones of our houses. Everything inside this beautiful city hall has been framed in wood, right? And in the winter that's coming, those woods, they give their lives so that we can keep warm and we can build those fires. And there's medicine in there. Some of you might like maple syrup. That comes from them inside. You need to take an aspirin. That came from a tree. You know, my grandchildren, when they play in the summertime, they get the shade of all of that. And here in Niagara, we've got the fruits and the nuts. I mean, so many things. And they take so much pollution out of the air and give us oxygen back. So we should be thanking those trees. We can be tree huggers. We bring our hearts and minds together as one and give thanks for the bird nations. You know, and they bring those songs. And I'm told that when you hear the birds in the morning, that's actually them telling you to celebrate. You got another day of life. Celebrate. It's fantastic, right? Some of them give their lives so that we can eat again. How lucky are we? We bring our hearts and minds together as one and give thanks for our Father, the Son, who shows up every single day. Doesn't matter if it's raining, if it's cold, and warms his bride, Mother Earth. Right? And that without the sun, there'd be no life. Without the earth, there'd be no life. Without that water, there'd be no life. And when that sun rises in the morning, they make love. And that's where life comes from, isn't it? Right? Is that pollination and that cycle of life. We bring our hearts and minds together as one, and we give thanks to our grandmother Moon, who we're going to see tonight. She's almost full. And she takes care of, she's so powerful, she can lift up entire oceans and then send them back down. And so think about what she does in the waters in our body. And she takes care of our women in the waters in their bodies. Every 28 days she's full, and every 28 days our women are full to bring forth life again. We bring our hearts and minds together as one to give thanks for the 4 directions, the 4 seasons, the 4 races of humankind. So many things to give thanks for. And I want to give thanks again for all of you for being here today and supporting this great cause. And so in my language, thanks is miigwech. Miigwech.
Thank you very much, Rick, for that smudge ceremony and those very, very powerful words. Well, it's time to continue on with the show again. And actually, before I do that, if there is anybody here of any political party, hey, Vance Badaway, how are you doing? Get all the campaigning out of the way now, Vance. Can't do it on Monday, all right? You know what? Vance, I got to tell you something. I have known him for years and years when he was the mayor of Port Colborne, and there couldn't be a nicer guy. And that is not a push towards any political party. That is just a personal thank you for me to him for always being a nice guy whenever I've had to work with him. All right, so I'd like to bring on Barb Mantini right now. Barb, you might recognize Barb when she was with her sisters Sandra and Anne, better known as the of course, Mantini sisters. They have performed at a number of places for many, many years and sounding sensational. Well, the good news is Barb released her debut vocal CD, what, about a year ago? About a year ago, something like that, in 2020, and was also the recipient of the 2020 Niagara Music Award for Jazz Artist of the Year. That's not bad. You release a CD, you get an award the same year. That tells you that your career is definitely on the right track. So, accompanied by her keyboardist, Doug Monday, let's bring on Barb Mantini for you now.
Thank you so much, and I am so grateful to be here. It's a beautiful evening. And I'd like to do a song called Loving You in 3/4 Time. Music in the park and dancing in the dark, endless days and nights of sharing love and art, a song for you and me, all the world to see, loving you in 3/4 time. sharing time with friends. Oh, how the wine could flow. A song for you and me, for all the world to see. Loving you in three-quarter time. Oh, this song could have been common time that just seemed too blasé. 5/4 is odd with that one extra beat, so I wrote this little jazz waltz. Traveling near and far by plane or in a car, being there with you is all I wanna do. A song for you and me, for all the world to see. Loving you in three-quarter time. Common time that just seemed too blasé. 5/4 is odd with that one extra beat, so I wrote this little jazz waltz. Traveling near and far by plane or in a car, being there with you is all I wanna do. A song for you and me, for all the world to see. Loving you in three-quarter time. Three-quarter time. Da-dee-da-dee-da, da-dee-da-da-dee-da, dee-da-da-dee-da, da-dee-da-da. Thank you. Well, this next song is, I collaborated with local musician Randy Sturtzinger, and it's called Completely. It's a love song. It's not the clothes he wears, but it's the love we share. One full of hopes and dreams, the plans and schemes that take a hold of me. I know that this might sound cliche, but we were meant to be, sharing all that life has thrown our way. There's nothing more I need. A love and family together, side by side, this wondrous ride forever together, side by side, this wondrous ride, forever changing me. And all I know is this is how our love will always be. He is uniquely and so completely my love. Thank you. Doug Mundy on piano. How lovely. So this next song is a little bit more up-tempo, and it's a song that I had heard on. John Sherwood is one of our beloved jazz pianists in the region, and he's played with some big people, some great jazz musicians. And I was listening to one of his CDs, and it's a song that he wrote, and it had no lyrics. And all I could hear were some lyrics, and I called up John. I said, John, I have lyrics for your song. Do you mind if I sing it? And he said, no, not at all. So I was able to put it on my CD, and I collaborated with John Sherwood. So this is called Not So Fast. Just hold on, we gotta take it real slow. I want a kind of love that lasts. Let's take a day at a time and we'll see how it goes. Hold on, baby, not so fast. You rushing in? We need some time for this love to shine. We gotta just hold on and take it real slow, because we're having such a blast. So hold on, baby, not so fast. Just hold on, we gotta take it real slow. I want a kind of love that lasts. Let's take a day at a time and we'll see how it goes. Hold on, baby, not so fast. We're rushing in, we need some time for this love to shine. We gotta just hold on and take it real slow, because we're having such a blast. So hold on, baby, not so fast. Thank you so much. Doug Mundy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Barb and Doug. That was absolutely beautiful. Please welcome Mayor Frank Campion up once again, who will speak on behalf of JD Developments.
Okay, so before I do speak on behalf of JD Development Group, I did want to welcome everybody here. I missed that step after the land acknowledgement, and I did call Rick McLean Dan or Don, so I apologize for that. I think he's already left. But I did want to welcome everybody here, and thank you all for coming. It's important for us to be able to get together again and to continue to raise money for very worthy causes. Dave will have to forgive me, but I do have to introduce a few guests. I always miss some of them, so if I miss you, it's not on purpose, and everybody is important, so I can't introduce everybody, so I got a list that Teresa DiTore gave me. Any complaints, talk to her later. Just kidding. So I was going to introduce Vance Badaway as the former mayor of Port Colborne, but Brian has taken care of all of that for me and some. Regional Chair Jim Bradley is here. Thanks, Jim, for joining us. Mayor Walter Sendzik has made the journey south to Welland from St. Catharines. Councillor Adam Moot is with us. Councillor Jim LaRouche is here joining us as well. And we have Sue Barnett from the DSBN. I believe you're the chair still. Yeah, very good. And Wolfgang, I forget what you have a position with. Yes, sorry. So one of our people that we're sponsoring. So I believe you're the chair of that, or just member? Chair, yeah. Okay, so I probably missed a whole bunch of very important people, but I do thank everybody for coming, and I will carry on because Dave is going to get the hook in a minute. So this is a great event, and I really want to thank Dave. He's a homegrown producer, fantastic. He's done lots and lots of work all over the place, but Welland boy, so thank you for that. And being a true Welland boy, he's hired or brought to us Welland talent. And I think it's fantastic for us to be able to showcase our really, really fabulous Welland talent. People in Welland, the people are doing their work here this evening, singing and playing their musical instruments, are the best that I've ever heard. So I really appreciate that you've done that, and I appreciate all of the talent that's coming here for us, and carry on. Thank you very much. Oh, and I got to speak on behalf of JD Developments. So JD Developments is a representing sponsor. If I was going to quote them, they'd probably say they love the mayor of Welland, but he didn't write it down, so I won't say that. But JD Developments is actually not doing any work in the city of Welland right now, and has not yet. But they love our city, and they continue to sponsor us, which is an amazing thing. So I think they will be developing here at some point, and looking forward to that. But for years, they've just been showing up with donations and money. They actually showed up with medical gloves when we had the pandemic started. So great people. I thank them very much. And on behalf of JD Developments, they're very pleased to have donated.
Microphone always has to be adjusted between myself, Katie, and Frank. You know what? I want to recognize a lot of the people. Like I recognize Vance, and also I didn't. Walter, my apologies. I didn't see you, but you're sitting way back there. So there is the power table back there. So if you go back to your car tonight and there's a ticket on there because you didn't pay for it, they are the people to see. All right, they will take care of it for you. Are you enjoying the evening so far? Isn't this a great night and a fantastic meal? And I love the entertainment. We're going to continue right now. I'd like to bring on Brooke Giorgino. Brooke was a featured performer on Showcase Niagara, which supported the United Way's COVID-19 Emergency Response Fund. She is currently exploring her French language heritage by writing and recording in French, and I believe we're going to hear some of that this evening. She's recognized as a rising singer-songwriter on the music scene right here in the region. So accompanied by Peter Grollo, please welcome Brooke Giorgino.
Thank you. Check 1, 2. All right. It's been a while since I've seen this many people all at once.
It's
so-
good to see people.
Hi.
It's good to see everyone sitting up.
Just got to take it in for a minute. It started with a dream that I believed. I painted a picture of what I thought our life could be. I thought it seemed so simple, but I guess I wasn't right. These things aren't always black and white. Pendant que je suis réveillée, le ciel n'a plus de soleil. Peut-être il sera différent, mais sinon tout ira bien. Tu m'avais fait des promesses que tu ne pouvais pas tenir. À cause de toi, je perds le sommeil. Ah, here's reality. And you're just a memory. Try to see what lies ahead, and I've listened to all you've said. You've taken all my colors and you painted over them. I wish that you weren't lying and that I didn't believe a picture that should have stayed a dream. Je voulais t'aimer, mais je veux oublier. Here's reality. You're just a memory. You're just a memory. It's just a memory. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was called Painted Dreams. I originally wrote it all in English, and I decided to try and switch it to bilingual. So, do we have any French people here?
Les Français?
Oh, I see some hands. Yeah, bonjour.
Bonsoir. Bonsoir tout le monde.
All right. All right, this next one, Andre and I wrote together. And it's called I Do What I Want. Ever since I was a young girl, my daddy knew I was trouble, running all over town, and I had nowhere to go. But now I'm grown, I'm all alone. And now I'm grown, I'm all alone. When my mama held her baby, she knew I was already crazy. She didn't know how to raise me, but look at me now, I'm a lady. But now I'm grown, I'm all alone. And now I'm grown, I'm all alone. Don't need no one to tell me, I know I might be a little messy. Yeah, I know, don't you know? I do what I want, I do what I want, I do what I want, I do what I want. I do what I want, I do what I want, I do what I want, I do what I want. Well, this next one came before me. It's about my older brother. It's not much of a story. I guess I could say he's a runner, but now he's grown. He's all alone. Grown. He's all alone. Well, there's a reason I'm telling you where I come from, and I got this feeling that they aren't bad people, and it's not worth keeping. That we've all got demons. I'm just trying to find freedom. Oh, I do what I want. I do what I want, I do what I want. I do what I want, I do what I want. I do what I want, I do what I want. I do what I want, and I do what I want, and I do what I want, I do what I want. I do what I want. I do what I want, I do what I want, I do what I want. Thank you. All right. We're going to do a French cover. Yes. I wonder if the French folks here will know it. It's called Champs-Élysées. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Au soleil, sous la pluie, à midi ou à minuit, il y a tout ce que vous voulez aux Champs-Élysées. Je me baladais sur l'avenue, le cœur ouvert à l'inconnu. J'avais envie de dire bonjour à n'importe qui. N'importe qui, ce fut toi, je t'ai dit n'importe quoi. Il suffisait de te parler pour t'apprivoiser. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Au soleil, sous la pluie, à midi ou à minuit, il y a tout ce que vous voulez aux Champs-Élysées. Tu m'as dit j'ai rendez-vous dans un quart d'heure avec des fous qui vivent la guitare à la main du soir au matin. Alors je t'ai accompagné, on a chanté, on a dansé, et l'on n'a même pas pensé à s'embrasser. Oh, Champs-Élysées, ba-da-ba-da-ba. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Au soleil, sous la pluie, à midi ou à minuit, il y a tout ce que vous voulez aux Champs-Élysées. Oh, Champs-Élysées, ba-da-ba-da-ba. Oh, Champs-Élysées. Au soleil, sous la pluie, à midi ou à minuit, il y a tout ce que vous voulez aux Champs-Élysées. Thank you. Thanks
Merci
for
tout le
having
monde,
us.
merci, merci.
Thank you. Who's next?
Thank you, Brooke and Peter. Wow, the talent tonight is incredible. Now, you notice that there's a whole lot of cameras going on right now. We are streaming live, so if you are watching in this streaming live, hey, what's up? Now, the proceeds from tonight's event support two amazing local organizations. Jessica Stevenson from Niagara Nutrition Partners unfortunately could not be here tonight, but she was kind enough to send us a video. So to learn more about Niagara Nutrition Partners, here is Jessica Stevenson virtually.
Mayor Campion, Teresa, Gala Committee, and members of the community. My sincere apologies that I am unable to attend the 2021 Mayor's Charity event in person. However, I appreciate the opportunity to thank you virtually for your support and commitment to feeding school-aged children in Welland. Thanks to you, Niagara Nutrition Partners will have the ability to continue providing a nutritious meal to 2,683 students in over 42 school-based breakfast, lunch, and snack programs daily right here in Welland. Regionally, Niagara Nutrition Partners feeds more than 17,000 elementary and secondary school students daily at 180 sites in all 4 school boards. That's public, Catholic, English, and French. Prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, it cost approximately $1.75 per child per day to run a program serving 3 healthy food groups. Today, with the rise in food cost and need for enhanced safety protocol, like prepackaged, already prepped items, that price point has grown to almost $2. Although Niagara Nutrition Partners is the recipient of funding from the Ministry of Children, Community, and Social Services, that funding only covers a portion of the cost of a program. The remainder is a funding gap in which we work tirelessly to fill, either from the support of individuals, corporate groups and agencies, grants, or people like you. We're sincerely grateful, especially as we head into what looks to be another uncertain school year. In our current pandemic world, we have seen an increased need due to parents losing jobs, illness, really an array of reasons a child may not have access to healthy and filling foods. Niagara Nutrition Partners has and will continue to make resolute efforts to provide students learning from home, whether it be via virtual school or in isolation due to closed classrooms, with healthy food options. Regionally, we've launched a grocery gift card initiative, distributing $930,000 worth of cards to date, engaged in fresh produce box deliveries to 2,232 marginalized students, and issued the distribution of snack items using local community hubs. All of this in addition to our regular in-school programming. The COVID-19 pandemic has proven that students need healthy food to learn. No matter where that learning takes place, it is essential. Your dollars will remain in Welland and help continue these meaningful supports for students living in your community. Thank you, Mayor Campion and the City of Welland for providing food for fuel, the fuel to grow, the fuel to learn, and the fuel to create a healthy and vibrant generation across the Rose City.
Thank you very much, Jessica. At Giant FM, we have had programs such as what we call Free Food Fridays, where we get out to businesses and events, people who deserve free food for their tireless effort. And we have been with the Niagara Nutritional people for a number of times now, and they really do a tireless job. So, Jessica, thank you very much for that. All right, we continue with this evening's entertainment, and I want to bring up Revive the Rose. Now, how do you know when you're successful? You're successful when the NHL recognizes you. That's how you know when you're successful. They had a song out called Bar Down, and it's been featured on the video game NHL 2021 and on many NHL broadcasts. So if you can do that, you have made it. They have open shows for the Trues, the Glorious Sons, and the Headstones. I'm looking forward to hearing from them right now. I know they're ready to go. Give it up for Revive the Rose.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we are Revive the Rose. My name is Andy. This is Peter Antonio, and we're very humbled to be here today as part of the Mayor's Charity event here. And yeah, we're going to play some rock and roll acoustically. This is our new song called Need You Now. gun in your hand. It must be something I said. Didn't mean to make you cry. Now you're leaving again. I've given up on my time to let you know you're my dime. I'm working hard on my grind, but you ruined my life. Gonna say, come and save me from myself. You're miles away, but I need you now. Remember way back when, to when I wasn't pretend. When you're gone it makes me mad, 'cause I get out of hand. We had a fight a few times, and now you're free from your crime. And I know that we'll be fine when you're back in my arms tonight. Gonna say, come and save me from myself. You're miles away, but I need you now. Gonna say, come and save me from myself. You're miles away, but I need you now. Don't know why it gets you high. The play is games to make you feel alive. Never thought you were the kind. Hit me with the blind side. Kind of say, come and save me from myself. You're miles away, but I need you now. Kind of say, come and save me from myself. You're miles away, but I need you now. Kind of say, come and save me from myself. You're miles away, but I need you now. 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 Thank you.
How y'all doing tonight?
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Thank you for attending this beautiful event, and thank you so much again for having us.
Yeah, just want to give a shout to my mother who also played tonight, Barb Mantini.
Barb.
Great to be on a bill with my mom tonight. We're going to treat you guys to an unreleased song that's coming out soon. This song's called 2 Feet. Oh, sorry. Well, we will play 2 Feet after this other new song we wrote called Heartless Place. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm sick and tired of waiting for them to come around. As long as I'm aware that none of this is worth my time. People lie when they're cheating, but they got you believing that you're gonna be on this side if you want to get by. I'm in a heartless place, in a heartless place. I'm in a heartless place, I'm in a heartless place. I'm always fighting a war, 'cause I'm standing my ground. They will never alter what my mission is in this life. I know so that's what counts in a reckless ways. I'm in a heartless place, in a heartless place. I'm in a heartless place, in a heartless place. But when I'm figuring out about my ways, Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for having us today. We're very proud to be from Welland. Our name is Revive the Rose, after all. This song's called 2 Feet. Hello, what do I say? I should have known to contemplate. Let me know that you're okay, so I can learn from my mistakes. Truth be told, I was afraid. This journey held no sympathy. Preaching was my betray. All I did was underplay. I know what I did, and I promise I won't do again. Now that I know what comes next, well, I'm back on my 2 feet again. Enjoy the high, I gotta say, but every turn was twist of fate. I feel alive, I feel the burn, but in the end, I put myself in my place. I know what I did, and I promise I won't do again. Now that I know what comes next, well, I'm back on my 2 feet again. I know what I did, and I promise I won't do it again. Now that I know what comes next, well, I'm back on my 2 feet again. I know what I did, and I promise I won't do it again. Now that I know what comes next, well, I'm back on my 2 feet again. Well, I'm back on my 2 feet again. Yeah, I'm back on my 2 feet again. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Revive the Rose. Thank you, Andy and Peter. You guys are fantastic. Just a reminder, there are some great prizes that we are drawing for at the end of the event. So if you stick around, you have a chance to win some awesome prizes. Now to share with you some of the great work being done by the Education Foundation of Niagara, please welcome Sue Barnett.
It's all right, I'm going to bring it down. And I'm going to say, hey, politicians standing back there, you need to hear this message. This is important. It's important to me, and it's important for the people sitting over at that table. Pat, Laura, Donna, and Wolfgang are all volunteers at the Education Foundation of Niagara. We're a very small organization, and we get no government funding at all. What we do, see, I lost my screen already. What we do is important to the city of Welland, and I'll tell you why. I'm thankful for Frank for bringing us back and honoring us by recipient of this gala. Many of you know me from Welland. You know me from high school, or you know me from politics, or you know me from food bank or out of the cold. You know me from the school board. What you don't know about me is before I moved to Welland, I lived in abject poverty. I went to 9 different schools in 9 different cities, and I had no support. My mother barely survived, as did my brothers and I. This gala tonight is so important because there are still children out there living in that situation. And I promised myself that if I ever got the chance, I would make life different for those children. So a lack of resource, including food, not being able to afford glasses, not having running shoes for gym class so you fail, not having school supplies so you can go and actually do some work, never going on a single school trip, always being that kid left behind in the classroom, not having medical resources or dentists, and not being able to afford prescriptions. We're making a difference each and every day in this Niagara Peninsula, and particularly here in Welland. As the trustee for Welland, I represent 9 schools. 7 of them have been deemed at-risk poverty schools by the Government of Ontario. At-risk poverty schools, right here in our city. These kids don't have what they need to learn and grow with. And I'm not asking you for pity, because I'm a survivor. Look at me. Look what I've done with my life. Look what you could do for another child to move forward. We need to think about the future and where we're going to end up and who's going to be taking care of us later on. I want you to know that my grandchildren are watching this via YouTube tonight, and thank you to the people out there that gave me instructions, so thank you very much. My grandchildren have never heard this story. They have never heard about moving in the middle of the night. They have never heard about what you survive to grow up and what you can become if you have help and determination and a chance. A hand up, not just a handout. Something to make your life better. I'm going to read something from Sherry Adair. Always be kind. If you see someone falling behind, work beside them. If someone is being ignored, find a way to include them. If someone has been knocked down, lift them up. Always remind people of their worth. Be who you needed when you were going through hard times and didn't have the support to help you. One small act of kindness could be the difference to somebody and the difference for all of us as we move forward. I've talked extensively with Frank Campion. He understands exactly what I'm talking about and what we need to do for our children here in this city and across the peninsula. No government support, totally private fundraising to provide things for children that the government does not provide. The government does not even provide playground equipment at our schools. Our schools are not air-conditioned because the government does not provide for that. We can only use the money from the government for what they prescribe. So when my friend's grandchild doesn't get to go on a school trip, there's somebody that they can call to get help and give that child a chance to move forward and actually experience life the way the rest of us maybe do. They can have the principal call the Education Foundation of Niagara, and my friend Donna will pick up that phone, and we will make it happen for that child. If they need glasses, we will make that happen. If they need food, we will give them grocery cards. If they need sneakers to go to gym class, we will make that happen. How can you help? Well, you've helped already by coming here tonight. But I'm going to tell you, go online, type in EFN. Do you think you could skip one Tim Hortons coffee a day to help a child? Because even $5 a month, we can stretch that beyond belief, find a matching grant, and move on to bigger and better things for the children that we're supporting. This is extremely important. If we don't take care of our children, they won't be here to take care of the world. And I know a lot of you, I can see your faces that you're shocked by what I'm saying, but I lived it, and I understand what these children are going through. And they're not going to tell anybody because they're embarrassed, and they're scared, and they have to go home at night to we don't know what. We make it happen for them. We give them the chance to have a normal childhood and a normal school life to move forward. So I thank Mayor Frank Campion with my whole heart for choosing us as a charity. And know that every cent that you put into us, we're going to turn it around and try and magnify it and come up with more funding to do what we need to do. And all I can say is, it warms my heart to see people like you here tonight willing to pay money for a dinner and sit outside in spite of COVID with our masks because our children need our help. And I thank you all for your attention and your time. Good night.
Mom always said I love being 6'4", but this was not one of my happier reasons. Adjusting the microphone all the time. Thank you very much, Sue Barnett. Very, very important words, no doubt, and I'm sure you've moved a few people this evening. Our next performer, I'm trying to think, I believe the first time I met her, she came into the radio station to perform. And Jessica, I hope I get this right, and even if I'm wrong, just agree with me on this because we're live streaming now. I think I said we're a classic rock station, so if you could do something rock, and I think she absolutely blew us away with a version of House of the Rising Sun. Was it? Was it? Thank you. And we were blown away by that. And I thought, wow, she is going to have some sensational career. And was I ever right? But it really wasn't too difficult to figure that out, because just listen to this. In 2018, and 2017, she was the Niagara Music Award recipient for People's Choice and Female Vocalist of the Year. She's opened for Serena Ryder. She was the 2013 Honey Jam Canada Emerging Artist and was selected by Ryan Seacrest, no doubt, as the international winner of his March Music Madness cover contest. And in 2017, she released her first EP entitled Sincerely. And I'm asking you to sincerely welcome the wonderful Niagara talent, Jessica Wilson.
Hi, everybody. My name's Jess. Thanks, Brian. That was really clever, that little sincerely joke you put in there. I'm going to be doing 3 originals for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for joining me in this beautiful space. This is called Wild Card. Sitting there in your jean jacket, you think you're cool, but I have had it. That look in your eyes tells me you're cocky. In your mind you think you got me. We don't talk, and I don't plan to come over there and get to know you. Sly as a fox, I know what you're thinking. Staring me down, you're barely blinking. It's just a game everyone plays. The wager's the same, but you're having one today. 52 cards in a deck, but I'm not another number. Not a king nor a queen. My poker face lets you wonder. Play the ace full house and I go hard, just to let you know I'm not your average wild card. Wild card. The bet is high, but I call your bluff. Unshaved cheeks and looking rough. One girl on each arm, how impressive. I think you're a tad obsessive. Going on like you have money, cars and yachts, but I'm not your honey. You wish you had a royal flush, but you can't even make me blush. It's just a game everyone plays. The wager's the same, but you're having one today. 52 cards in a deck, but I'm not another number. Not a king nor a queen. My poker face lets you under. Play this full house and I go hard. Just to let you know I'm not your average wild card. Wild card. Oh, not your wild card. Not your wild card. I do it at the cards in a deck, but I'm not another number. Not a king nor a queen. My poker face lets you under. Plays full house and I go hard. Just to let you know I'm not your average wild card. Thank you. This next song is called Sick. It's not a song about the pandemic, but I did release it before the pandemic. So don't think about the pandemic when I'm singing it, please and thank you. It's the last thing we want to think about right now. Woke up, wasn't feeling right, went to the doctor. He said I got a love bite. Not again, this happens every time. They make me mad and I throw them to the side. You were supposed to be different, but you are just like them. You thought you had it all figured out until I said goodbye. And I'm sick of all your stupid games you play, and I'm sick of all the times you said you'd change. Oh, I'm sick of love, and I'm sick of you, and I'm sick of all the things you do. That's it, let's quit. I'm sick, so sick of you. No sneezing, I only got a headache. I know what that means, and I'm not gonna take it. No prescriptions, and I don't need no needles. I should have known that you would turn out evil. You were supposed to be different, but you are just like them. You thought you had it all figured out until I said goodbye. 'Cause I'm sick of all the stupid games you play, and I'm sick of all the times you said you'd change. Oh, I'm sick of love, and I'm sick of you, and I'm sick of the things you do. Won't quit, that's it. I'm sick, so sick of you. Thanks. Thank you. All right, I got one more for you. This is another original of mine, third time's the charm. This is called Love Your Life Away. won't you please forgive me? I've done all that I could. I'm sitting on my old green couch, wishing that I would have said that I'm sorry in a more romantic way. Cause all I want is for you to let me help seize your day. Well, help, my darling, do you think it'd be okay if I climbed into that heart of yours and loved your life away? Oh, love your life away. 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 I know that I did bad things. I committed a big crime when I lied and snook and took away the lemon from your lime. But now I know that you are the cherry to my pie and the smell to my sock and the tie to my tie-dye. Hello, my darling, do you think it'd be okay if I climbed into that heart of yours and loved your life away? Oh, love your life away. 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 Now, what would you do if I kissed you on the cheek? Would you let it go or run away from me? If I hugged you, would you hug me too? Oh, baby, this love is more than true. Oh, love your life away. 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 Da 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 da, da 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 da. Ooh. Thanks, guys. Stay safe.
Thank you very much, Jessica. Jessica Wilson, everybody, who I have seen perform countless times at Canal Days, and I've seen her open up for talent which is outside of Niagara, and I've always thought she should actually be the headliner many times at Canal Days, and you got a glimpse as to why. And we want to thank everybody who has performed so far. They're Welland homegrown, and they have been performing original songs for you this evening and doing a sensational job. So a round of applause again for all the performers so far. And we've got one more to go, but we also have some important business to take care of. Prizes to be given away.
Yes, so we'll start pulling the tickets here. Get out your ticket. Lots of great prizes to be won. 595237.
All right, and this, I believe, is going to be for the Welland Boat Rental Program EconoPass. So I might have to give that number one more time.
Do you want me to call it one more time?
Yeah. Yep, we'll say it again for you.
595237.
Looks like we have our winner right here.
Go.
Congratulations.
All right. 595239.
And this is for the Welland Boat Rental Program gift cards. Gift cards.
One more time. That's 595239. Maybe Bueller? No?
Let's see, anybody there? Remember, anybody's not here to claim the prize, I will be taking it home myself.
We'll take it. No? Pull it again? Hold it. Do it again? Okay, we're going to pull that again. 595287. 595287. Woo!
We have a winner. And that's for the Welland Boat Rental Gift Pass.
It's the fire department safety kit.
All right, and up next we have the Welland Fire Department safety kit here for you.
595-238. 595-238.
This is a cool prize. I mean, this is very heavy. I'm getting a workout right now just holding it. Do we have a winner? Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Come on down.
All right. Okay, cool. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right, 595-290. Anybody? 595-290. For a basket from the city of Welland.
You see, the prize had to be announced to me too. Until they come down. That was it. You were waiting to find out what it was.
You're waiting to see what you won. All right, this next one is another basket.
Okay, we're waiting for another gift basket to be brought up.
There's booze in this one.
Oh, there you go. Oh, look at everyone checking their ticket now. I'm seeing all the cell phones and the lights on them now.
595-251.
595-251.
No? Maybe? Pulling again? Okay, we're pulling again. 595-304.
Look, it's like it's Sue over there. Sue! Congratulations, Sue. A little something to wet your whistle, Sue.
Congratulations to everyone who won a prize.
All right. Fantastic. Well done, everybody. And once again, thanks for coming out. Well, I guess our final performers of the evening, let me check to make sure. Yes, indeed. Well, there's a little bit of history between myself and these guys as well. They also came into the radio station. Well, I believe Ryan did anyway, well, with some of the guys. And they were telling me at the time they were going to be doing this music video on the Main Street Bridge, I believe, a number of years ago. So a number of us went out there, gathered, and jumped around and had a great time in the video. It's the only music video I've been a part of, so I always like looking at it. Ever since then, this band, well, what can I say? They've played over 500 shows across the country and the U.S., and they're outstanding. I love their music. You got a bit of reggae, rock, a bit of hip-hop, a bit of everything, and I know you're going to love hearing from Welland's own Street Pharmacy.
Thank you. I just got to take my jacket off 1 second. I think I'm ready to play now. Welcome. Let's hear it for Welland, everybody. I love this city. Many years ago, we shut down this bridge over here, and it was the first video that we'd ever gotten onto Much Music. We were a bunch of wild-eyed 22-year-olds, and the city of Welland was gracious enough to not kibosh our plans and gave us an actual permit to shut that thing down. And it gave me faith and hope in Welland, especially for young people. I mean, being so young at the time. And I think it's just a beautiful place to live. And there's so many great musicians. I mean, look how many musicians came here to perform their own songs. It's a creative hub. It must be something in the water. That's not a canal joke. I try. Try the fish later. I'll be here all night. Don't try the canal fish, though. Anyway, I'm just a proud Wellander. I wear it on the shirt. I bleed for Welland. I think most people agree that if you're from Welland, there's something special about this place, and you carry it wherever you go. You could take the Wellander out of Welland, but you can't take the Wellander... something like that. You get it. This song's called Welcome to the Street Pharmacy. It goes a little something like this. I thought that was going to kill. street pharmacy. You'll never leave it or want you at the street pharmacy. And I'm gonna welcome to the street pharmacy. 2, 3, I never really understood when I was a kid that the motivation's in me. The rhymes that I be spitting, I'm making other empty dizzy. Always keep busy, playing the geek just where's Trizzy. The boys are back in town, we're dropping hooks like Finn Lizzy. When I cultivate the lyrical biz, I'm like a chemist, cause we're balancing some complex equations. And like a menace, I got a system, order, method to my madness. When you hear our tunes, it will eliminate your sadness, because we're taking from all the musical genres. We blend it with a little reggae rock, and now it's on your stereo, blaring up and down your block, and making people come together like the first Woodstock. So when you hear a rhythm section, it ain't no Star Trek convention. Rhymes that I be spitting, I teaching Captain Kirk, listen to don't stammer. Starter on bit popping Zimbabwe's, but when you hear the pharmacy up on the street, it always pays. The street pharmacy, yeah. And I'm gonna welcome to the street pharmacy. You'll never leave to want you're at the street pharmacy, yeah. And I'm gonna welcome to the street pharmacy. 2, 3, go. We used to kiss when we played Truth or Dare. Now she's more sophisticated, highly educated. Now that's so overrated. I think I need a break. I sit my you do not know me, but I know you very well. Now let me tell you about the feelings I feel for you when I try. Even making music come out your far side. Every single day it's true, these words don't lie. A flow will make you wanna stay. My name is Ryan Gray, I kick the ball like Pele from Brazil. My rhymes are ill, so I suggest you quit smoking the kill. On all your discounted cigarettes, you come to the pharmacy, a choice you won't regret. We're at the street pharmacy, a place in town you won't forget. The street pharmacy, yeah. And now I'm gonna welcome to the street pharmacy. You'll never leave it or once you're at the street pharmacy, yeah. And now I'm gonna welcome to the street pharmacy. The street pharmacy, yeah. And now I'm gonna welcome to the street pharmacy. You'll never leave it or once you're at the street pharmacy. And I'm gonna welcome to the street pharmacy. Thank you so much, everybody. So that's the song that we performed on the East Main Street Bridge back in 2008. I made a music video. It's called Welcome to the Street Pharmacy. And it was honestly of all of the things I ever did in my life, whether it was being on Much Music or, you know, playing 4 or 5 bands in front of Rush or whatever it was, that was the proudest moment of my life, because that is the Welland landmark, and that means everything to me anyway. Going back to how great all the musicians were tonight, I'm a high school teacher as well as Jake, and I also taught some of these guys in the band. There's Andrew Colonico from Revive the Rose, and Pete, Antonio. I've seen them around in the school system, and there's so many great, really talented people. Jess Wilson as well. It's great to see that the lineage continues. You know, this place has something in the water, and I just want to. Everybody should give these guys a round of applause. Everybody that played before us, they're fantastic. Barb Mantini as well. Brooke Giorgino played. Serena and Nick were idols of ours, of mine, growing up from the Oliver Black days. So to see them, you know, I was always looking up to them. All proud Wellanders. So we were sharing the stage with some amazing people. I'd like to apologize in advance if your name is Elizabeth. This song's called Hey Elizabeth. They told me to keep it clean tonight. I'm gonna, I promise. Don't worry, Frank. I've been thinking about the days when you and I would congregate about the system and its ways. Remember when these words would just flow like a river from a quiver shooting arrows. You know my bones should shiver sometimes. Now I wonder where the hell that's gone. Will the feeling never come, or has the emotion done me wrong? And when you see me standing there, the questions never halt, racing through my brain, and if all this distance is my fault. Hey Elizabeth, I built a wall, but I'm tearing it down. Oh, oh, hey, Elizabeth, I may be lost, but I'm meant to be found. Oh, oh, hey, Elizabeth, I found your number on a bathroom stall. Oh, hey, Elizabeth, several good time, I should give it a call. Well, thinking about the stories, glory never seemed to fade. The youngest child, full of doubt, I trade that neither of us betrayed. Hell, I still remember from the first time we spoke, you made me nervous, not on purpose. Words I felt I choked, but then I realized it's nothing but a tease. I am the cat, you are the mouse, and now this rodent's got the cheese. So please, spare me the agony and pain. I've already been through childhood, I want the fun without the games. Hey, Elizabeth, I built the wall, but I'm tearing it down. Oh, oh, hey, Elizabeth, I may be lost, but I'm meant to be found. Oh, hey, Elizabeth, I found your number on a bathroom stall. Oh, hey, Elizabeth, several good time, I should give it a call, and I'm giving you all. Eating hard way, eating hard way, eating hard way. You're telling the truth. Oh yeah. Well, hey Elizabeth, I built the wall, but I'm tearing it down. Oh, hey, Elizabeth, I may be lost, but I'm meant to be found. Oh, oh, hey, Elizabeth, I found your number on a bathroom stall. Oh, oh, hey, Elizabeth, several good time, I should give it a call, 'cause I've been thinking about the days. Hey, I've been thinking about the days. Hey, I've been thinking about the days. Hey, I've been thinking about the days. Yeah, I've been thinking about the days. Hey, I've been thinking about the days. Hey, I've been thinking about the days when you and I would congregate about the system and its ways. Thank you so much. This year and this 18 months has really been hard on a lot of people, and I think that this city has really come together and helped each other in a way that I always knew Welland had it in us to get through anything, and because we're proud Wellanders, we stick together. So here's to the future post-COVID to Welland, everybody. Let's here's to Welland post-COVID. Should we stop? Yeah.
You are going to do another one, though.
Oh,
we
yeah.
are going to. Street Pharmacy, everyone. Yes, they are going to do another song for us in just a moment. Well, we want to thank you for coming out to the Mayor's Gala tonight in this outstanding location. I absolutely love this. This is absolutely great. Hope you enjoyed the Civic Square dining bistro. Maybe that's what it'll be in the future.
And also virtually streaming live as well. So if you are watching at home, thank you for tuning in. You are supporting Education Partners of Niagara and Niagara Nutrition Partners. Another thank you, Pig Out Catering for the meal service. Delicious.
Yeah, thank you very much to them. And on a personal note, I just want to thank the lady who's standing next to me here, because not too long ago, our management at our radio station, Giant FM, called me in and said, "The morning show, Brian, is missing something. You sound okay, but it's missing something." And so they decided we needed to get a lady to join me in the control room. And Katie was picked, you could say, and I couldn't be any happier right now because the morning show with Katie and Brian is on the air Monday through Friday, starting at 5 o'clock, and we will be back together again this coming Monday, in which we're going to be Facebooking live at
7:30.
Thank
This
you.
is why I was picked. I have
That's
to put him in
right.
his place.
That's
Yeah.
right. At 7:30.
7:30. Yeah.
So thank you for that. And I also want to say that this lady was picked to help me with my radio life. And then I decided I needed another woman to help me in my personal life, and that's why I just want to say a big thank you to Jen McKillop, who I will be marrying on October 30th of this year. So thank you, Jen, at the front table. Also a great musician, by the way, opera singer, and also conducts Chorus Niagara, so a really, really good musician. And now she'll be conducting my life in a good way, in a good way. All right, on that wonderful note, I think it's time to bring on the mayor once again. It is your gala, so come on up, Frank Campion.
All right, that's fantastic. Katie and Brian, fantastic job. Thank you so much. So we have Tony here, Galaccio, who takes all our pictures for us, and he says I never stop talking, so he can't take a picture. So Tony, this is for you. Okay, so now we can carry on. By the way, Tony's great. He comes out to all our events, and probably 95% of the pictures on our website are done by Tony. So again, I thank everyone for coming. Ryan, thank you for your words that you said there. I've known Ryan for a while through my children. I think Johnny used to play with you at one point.
Yes, in our first band, and I was back in the year 2000.
Okay, so that tells you how old I am. I got a kid that's playing in a band in 2000. But, you know, it's great to have local talent. I really appreciate that. You know, Andrew Kalanico is a good friend of my other daughter, Lisa. So, you know, we kind of grew up with some of this music, so I love to have local talent here. It's really, really great. So right now, I'm going to bore you. It's all exciting with, you know, everybody else, but I really think it's appropriate and important that we thank some people for doing this because, you know, I say this every year when this happens, I just show up, right? I come here, they gave me, thank you very much. Did you miss that? So Teresa does a great job, you know, keeping me organized. She gives me all these papers, and then I mix all the papers up. So it gets all messed up. But what I do want to thank a bunch of people. First of all, again, you know, thank you to wherever they went, Brian and Katie. You know, it's fantastic to have them here. They are true promoters of Welland. You know, Brian they show up at everything, and really appreciate their help. We've listed all the sponsors, so you've seen them flashing on and off all night, so I won't go through the whole list, but I do want to go through a couple of them. Welland Hydroelectric is a platinum sponsor, Rankin Construction Platinum, and Verbio Diesel Platinum sponsors. And then corporate sponsors, Walker Industries, Ashton Homes, Mahan Group, Valbruna, and Niagara College. I just want to mention them because they always come to the plate with funding. And the reason they do that is not because I'm the mayor, it's not because it's a great event, it's because they believe in giving back to the community, and that's important. They're giving back to the community in ways that really make a big difference. So I appreciate that. And then getting to what's happening tonight, obviously thanks to Teresa. I do make fun of her, but she does a great job. We've got a great relationship, and she really, you have no idea how hard she works. And she has a team that she works with, and they all work very, very hard. And this is why it happens, because they do that. So that the Mayor's Charity Events Organizing Committee, James Cronshaw, Janet Ferlin, Jane Walker-Scott, and Teresa Utori, thank you so much for everything that you've done. I don't know how they do it. I really don't. As I say, I have the opportunity to just show up and mess up my speech. But we also have, you know, this wonderful surrounding we have. Wouldn't you call it a cafe? The Welland Civic Center Cafe or whatever it is. It is. If you look around, this is fantastic. This is the result of a lot of planning, and the Parks and Facilities Department really pitched in. So what you see here is a bunch of people working together. So I do want to thank, these are our staff members, Dave Stephen, Carmen Guglielmi, Craig Bowery, and the horticultural facilities and events people. You know, they've done a fantastic job here. And these are the people that make our city look beautiful, livable, and fun. Corporate communications helped out Mark McDonald, who's a new hire over here. He's a veteran in his business of communications. He's new here, and he's just jumped right into the position. It's been great for all of our digital, whatever they do, plugging stuff in. We've got Scott Barnes, IT, and we have Dave Rappeljay. He jumped on early. He gave us guidance, told us, we showed him a space, and he said, here's what we're going to do with it. And then he helped us implement it. He put everything together, organized all the local talent. It's amazing. So he made that, it's so simple for us, for me. And again, for all the talent that's here, the local talent, you know, you didn't have to say yes. And I believe a couple of things. You didn't do it for the money, although it's nice to get money. But I think, you know, I think you're happy to be here, to be able to show your talent in person and live streaming to our community. So I appreciate you taking the time to do this. Pigo Catering, been thanked again. So all of those who I forgot to thank you. And everybody, have a great night. And thank you for joining us. And I hope you had a great time. And next year, when we're out of COVID, wait till you see what we're going to do in here. So thank you very much, everyone. Oh, yeah, I forgot. And this was my idea, by the way. That's the one thing that Dave Rappeljay said, you know, he said it all out, and he said, why don't you let me do all these thank yous, which is not that exciting, and then we'll go back to street pharmacy to finish it off. So I'm glad you're here. You stuck around to listen to that, and away you go. Thank you again.
Let's hear it for Frank, everybody. Frank Campion, our mayor, brave and fearless leader. Speaking of our friend Dave Rappeljay, he was responsible for getting our first agent for us, supporting Welland right there. And this past year, we did something called Showcase Niagara with him and a group of individuals. It was a charitable endeavor where Niagara musicians got together and performed. We performed this song. It's called This Life. It goes a little something like this.
I've had my cerebellum swelling and I've broken my wrist. It's been a 2-year drought without catching any fish. I've been beaten down by a plethora of chicken pox, scars and sores. Oh, hang around me just for kicks, from a cycle to reality TV. With all these stories, believe me. Well, I got set forward to change a day, 'cause I can hardly wait for tomorrow breaks. This love's been given to me thus far, put in traded for the heavens and all the stars. This love's been given to me thus far, don't need to drown our souls at your local bar. Yeah.
good to me thus far. Wouldn't trade it for the heavens and all the stars. This life's been good to me thus far. Thus far. Thus far. This life's been good to me thus far. Wouldn't trade it for the heavens and all the stars. This life's been good to me thus far. Won't drown my sorrows at your local bar. Thank you so much. I think it's our last song. Many years ago, everybody knows that, I think everybody here can agree that Welland has the greatest pizza to ever exist on the planet. There's some great pizza places, so many to name. But many years ago, the Rex Hotel in the Caracetas allowed us to shoot a video inside the King's Inn, I think. And it's for this song, and this is the last song we want to play. It's called Degenerate. Thanks again for coming out. Thank you, Mayor Campion, for having us. Thanks to all the musicians that came and played today. You are wonderful, and we are proud to be part of your Welland crew. I want to give a shout-out to Jake Myrie on the bass and Isaac Thompson on the drums, my band members. Welland is the best place, and it'll always be my home. This song's called Degenerate. Hilarious. Thanks, Ange. I know Dave's smiling somewhere right now, too. He gets it. Here goes nothing. Well, I ruined my voice from smoking and drinking on the weekend tonight. Hell, you know what I'm thinking. Holding my soul that I haven't cut from the sleepless nights I spent in a flood. She told me, Quagle, everything is gonna be alright. If you promise not to push it, then I'll hold you tight. Wheeling, dealing, persevering at the back of my truck. Now it's over and I'm looking like a high school punk. The spiral's on its way down, and I'm screaming, but not making a sound. Need an answer, but I ain't found. Fell through the bottle, but not head in the ground. I'm a degenerate. I'm a degenerate. Just a degenerate. Just a degenerate. Well, I killed all the willing and braced all the wicked. Had a train out of town, but you know that I messed it. I caught up in the upper of conspicuous jewel. Found a diamond in the rough, but I ain't no fool. Educated with a promise to a certain degree. Couldn't find a job out of university. Vocational training and my bad luck. I'm flipping buckets, stealing parts off the delivery truck. The spiral's on its way down, and I'm screaming, but not making a sound. Need an answer, but I ain't found. Fell through the bottom, but not head in the ground. I'm a degenerate. I'm a degenerate. Just a degenerate. Just a degenerate. Okay, need everybody's help here. Say the haze with Jake.
I'll cross the bridge somehow.
That's the East Main Street Bridge, people.
The spiral's on its way down. When I'm screaming, but not they can say. Need an answer, but I ain't profound. Fell through the bottom, but not hit in the Greyhound.
Because we're Welland, baby.
I'm a degenerate. I'm a degenerate. Just a degenerate. Just a degenerate.
Thank you so much, everybody. We're Street Pharmacy, proudly from Welland, Ontario. Represent, represent. Have a great and wonderful evening.
Who would you blame?